What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with another video. The Attitude Era featured some legendary superstars, some already in the WWE Hall of Fame. However, the Attitude Era also featured wrestlers you couldn't remember back then, let alone know. Here are 16 forgotten Attitude Era wrestlers and what happened to them. Number 1. Brackus. German bodybuilder H.M. Albrecht won the 1990 Mr. Universe title, then competed in the Mr. Olympia contest and Arnold Classic before signing with the WWF in 1996. He worked in dark matches and house shows before the WWF sent him to ECW to hone his wrestling skills. The German strongman returned to the WWF in 1998, losing in the first round of the Brawl for All tournament. He departed the WWF in 1999, working the independent circuit until injuries ended his career the same year. Number 2. Tom Brandi. Tom Brandi debuted in the WWF in 1996 as Salvatore Sincere, an obnoxious wrestler who was anything but sincere. Saddled with the atrociously bad gimmick of an Italian stereotype character, he caught what might have been a break when he started wrestling under his real name rather than a poor man's Luigi. Unfortunately, he failed to connect with the fans, leaving the WWF in 1998. Brandi now works under a new identity as the Patriot. However, Del Wilkes, the man who played the Patriot originally, claims Brandi is doing it without his permission. Number 3. Joey Legend. Indie star Joey Legend, aka Joseph Hitchen, worked in the WWF from 2000 to 2001 as Just Joe, a man who spread divisive gossip amongst WWF superstars. Despite a short WWF run, he's maintained a constant presence in the indie scene, both in North America and Europe. Joe has also worked in films overseas, including work as a fight coordinator. Number 4. Barbara Bush. No, we're not talking about that former First Lady, but the WWF's big-breasted EMT who appeared in injury angles such as the night Stone Cold Steve Austin was run over by a car. Bush, real name Kathy Dingman, eventually moved from EMT to wrestler, competing in eye-candy bouts such as an evening gown match against WWF Women's Champion Ivory, a holiday topless top rope match, and a Royal Rumble swimsuit competition. Barbara worked in the WWF from 1999 to 2000, before 2 appearances in WCW and showing up in TNA during its formative era. Number 5. Scott Putski. The son of former WWF Tag Team Champion Ivan Putski, Scott began working in 1988 and briefly in the WWF during 1993 to 1994 before a return in the Attitude Era. Scott Putski battled Brian Christopher and teamed with Papa Putski against Christopher and Jerry the King Lawler. Scott left the WWF after an injury at 1997's In Your House Ground Zero, then worked in WCW until 1999. Number 6 and number 7. Doug Furnas and Phil LaFon. The team of Doug Furnas and Phil LaFon found success in All Japan Pro Wrestling and Mexico's Universal Wrestling Association before a run in ECW. In 1996, both signed with the WWF, making a splash at 1996's Survivor Series. They feuded with WWF champions Owen, Hart and the British Bulldog until a car accident sidelined the challengers for several months. In late 1997, the WWF sent the duo to ECW, where they worked until 1998. LaFon left ECW in early 1998 and Furnas would follow suit later that year. Furnas died in 2012, reportedly from heart disease. Number 8 and 9. PG-13. Jamie Dundee and Kelly Wolf teamed up in the United States Wrestling Association as JC Ice and Wolfie D, 2 rappers channeling Vanilla Ice. They wrestled largely in the USWA, but appeared in the WWF in 1995 to battle the Smoking Guns. They returned in 1996 as members of the Nation of Domination, then worked briefly in ECW and WCW. Number 10. Aguila. Luchador Jose Delgado Saldana debuted in the WWF in 1997, competing in the light heavyweight division as Aguila. While you may not recall Saldana's run as Aguila, you may remember his run as S.A. Rios, who won the light heavyweight championship from Gilbert in his debut match and arguably was best known for his smoking hot valet, Lita. After Lita split with Rios to manage the Hardy Boys, Rios faded into the background, returning to Mexico's AAA promotion in 2001. Number 11. Babu. Ecuador-born Pablo Marquez worked in ECW before showing up in the WWF as Babu, manservant to wealthy heel wrestler Tiger Ali Singh. The two mirrored the characters of Virgil and the Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase, as Babu often performed Singh's dirty work, including subbing for Singh in the ring. However, the duo of Babu and Singh would not enjoy the success of Virgil and DiBiase, and Babu was gone from the WWF by 1999. Number 12. Nicole Bass. Bodybuilder Nicole Bass was a member of Howard Stern's Whack Pack, competing in Stern's pay-per-view, the Miss Howard Stern New Year's Eve pageant, before she worked in ECW as Just Incredible's bodyguard. Bass debuted in the WWF at 1999's WrestleMania 15, helping Sable in her match against Tori and serving as Sable's bodyguard. Her run in 1999 was short-lived, as she was released less than 4 months after her debut. Bass unsuccessfully sued the WWF for wrongful termination and sexual assault. Unfortunately, she died on the 17th of February 2017 at the age of 52. Number 13. Key. Vic Grimes worked briefly in the WWF as Key, a drug dealer supplying drugs to Droz as part of Droz's scheme to take Road Warrior Hawk's place in the Legion of Doom. Like Brackus, Grimes was sent to ECW to hone his grappling game, working the infamous Danbury Fall match where opponent New Jack nearly died. Grimes would work Extreme Pro Wrestling, revisiting his feud with New Jack and later appearing on MTV's short-lived Wrestling Society X program. Number 14. El Pantera. Luchador Francisco Javier Pozas enjoyed singles and tag team success as El Pantera. Pantera would work a limited schedule in the WWF between 1997 and 1999, arguably best remembered for his match with WWF Light Heavyweight Champion Taka Michinoku at In Your House No Way Out of Texas, where he came up short in his title challenge. He would work on the WWF's lucha-based Super Astros show before returning to Mexico. Number 15. Dick Togo. Dick Togo worked in the WWF as one of the original members of the WWF version of Kaientai, led by Mr. Yamaguchi-san. With Funaki and Menstio by his side, Togo feuded with Taka Michinoku before aiding Yamaguchi in his quest for revenge against Val Venus. Togo left the WWF after the Val Venus program, returning to Japan for a lengthy career. And number 16. Mr. Hughes. Big man Curtis Hughes bounced in and out of the WWF, first appearing in 1993 as one of manager Harvey Whippleman's wrestlers. Hughes would return to the bodyguard role, working as Shane Douglas's protector in ECW before returning to the WWF as Triple H's bodyguard in 1997, then as Chris Jericho's bodyguard in 1999. Hughes still makes various appearances on the indie circuit today. Well guys, there you have it. 16 forgotten Attitude Era wrestlers and what happened to them. Are there any we missed out? Be sure to leave your comments below, drop a like if you want to, subscribe if you haven't already, turn notifications on, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.